Hi everyone, this is Arjuna, aka Professional High Priestess, and I'm back with another quick channeled message, you all. So the message that we have is, so I was out and about today. I went shopping for the house and whatnot, and as I was shopping, I found some really cool new decks. We got the La Luna Soul Tarot, a new addition to the family, as well as the Spirit Junkie deck that I'm going to be using for like the ancestral healing, as well as the shadow work and just like the divine feminine upliftment readings and things like that. But as I was out and about, they were saying that they refused to accept defeat. They refused to accept defeat, and they were going to continue. Because remember, in the earlier message that I put out today, it was coming out that there's a resolution coming, that a cycle is coming to an end, a cycle is coming to a close. But a lot of these karmics are trying to keep that karmic wheel going. They're trying to keep that karmic cycle going because they know that resistance is futile, and they know that on the other end of that wheel is them getting karma, them getting judgment, them getting exposed, them losing everything, them getting caught up, cases, charges, losing money, losing jobs, etc. And so they want the wheel to keep on going, but it's done. And another thing too, it's divine timing as well. Speaking of divine timing, sorry, petrified wood. And it's also divine timing as well. So when the ancestors say it's time, when the universe says it's time, when the ascended master says it's time, and you're continuing to work against that, what you're doing is you're just building up more karma for yourself and resistance in other areas in your life. So let's say, for instance, it's like they say what you resist persists. These karmics are trying to resist their karma. They're trying to stop it. They're trying to block it. They're trying to do A, B, C, and D to you, and it's done for. It's been done for a long time, for many people, but they've been using maybe spell work or sex or some type of manipulation or money to keep some bullshit going, and it's over. So my guides are telling me that the next thing that's going to end up happening is either the angel of death or the angel of karma is going to come to them. And didn't I tell you? I told you guys this in a channeled message. I'm going to reshare it. That the ancestors are going to start giving these karmics a double dose of karma and trauma simultaneously, back to back, so they stop fucking playing with people. Because a lot of them, they don't know their place, and because they don't know their place, because remember, a lot of these karmics, they're mentally ill and they're suicidal and they're delusional, So and also being in competition, conflict, drama, it makes their pussy wet, it makes their dick hard. Basically, it's fun for them to be involved in bullshit, but a lot of these people, they don't realize that they're fighting against the Most High. They're competing against the Most High as well as their higher self that is attempting to try to come down and activate within them. And a lot of these karmics, I'm going to keep it hella real with you, their higher self is not fucking with them. Their ancestors are not fucking with them. God don't fuck with them at all. Even their higher self is like, you know what? We're going to let them go through this judgment. Maybe that's exactly what they need to allow me to come down and run the vessel. Because a lot of these karmics, you have a higher self and a lower self. A lot of us have transcended our lower self. We don't even, it doesn't exist within us anymore for a lot of us, because we've done that work. Our lower self may manifest as maybe overeating or something like that, or feeling pessimistic about ourselves. But for the most part, we don't have that polar opposite. A lot of these karmics, they are completely in their lower self. Their higher self is completely cut the fuck off. And their higher self is going to start to come down and kick in and destroy the lower self. You don't have to do shit. These karmics are effective immediately. They're being dealt with. Effective immediately. Angel of death is on them. Effective immediately. Angel of karma, as well as the spirit of trauma, is on them. And it's because of the shit that they've been doing. They refuse to accept defeat. Because a lot of these karmics don't know that, they're not, this is their lesson. How far are you willing to go? What are you willing to do to cause problems? What are you willing to do to escape your karma? What are you willing to do to escape accountability? These karmics these are the things that they've been doing their whole entire life. Lying, cheating, throwing other people under the bus, scamming, trying to finesse and shit like that. And this is why it's happening. This is why a lot of these things are happening to them right now, because they refuse to accept defeat. So the Most High is bringing them lessons. Let's see how far you're going to go, because you're about to run straight into a wall or straight into the tower, which is the house of God. And I'm going to use the Egyptian tarot because you know this. Oh, you know what? Hey, baby, guess what we're going to do? We're going to take it old school. We're gonna go all the way back to the old school. Where's that deck at? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Remember when we first started the quick channel messages a year ago? We're going to take it right back to the Aquarian tarot. Yeah. Let's do this. Something said, pull out that Aquarian tarot. Look at that, man. Shut your ass up. 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Didn't I tell you that some of these karmics are trying to escape spiritual jail? Ain't no escaping spiritual jail. Remember, and yesterday I did make a mistake. I wanted to clarify. We're talking about spiritual jail and how these karmics are trying to coat themselves in different spells and even your own energy and bind themselves to your field and shit like that to escape their karma. Remember we talked about this. The only person that was successfully able to get out of Azkaban was who? Sirius Black, right? He actually did get out of Azkaban. But then remember the thing about Sirius Black, he had a big ass house and he was able to cloak that house. No one can find that house unless you met him well, unless you were part of their little secret group that they had where they were fighting against the dark arts. No one could see his house where they could find him. Another thing too was Sirius Black. The only reason why he was able to get out of Azkaban was because his heart was lighter than a feather. He didn't do anything. That's why the Most High was able to help him get out of Azkaban. He didn't do anything. The only other time that individuals were able to get out of Azkaban were they were working with the Death Eaters because they were working for Lord Voldemort. You see, so the Death Eaters actually helped them get out of jail because they worked for the Dark Lords. You see, that's the only time any motherfucker ever got out of Azkaban. It makes a bunch of sense, right? These karmics, they think that they're going to get out. The only way that they can get out is through death. For some of these karmics, it's like a cul-de-sac, one way in, one way out. You got in through there through fuckery. The same way it starts is the same way it ends. You got into this through lies, cheating, deception, manipulation. That's the same way that you're gonna get out. But at this point, it's gonna be other people doing it to them, and it's gonna be them leaving that situation in handcuffs, with termination papers, in a casket, with a limb or some shit like that, arm or leg energy missing. Something is going to leave in order for them to play this game. It's going to be a catch-22. They're not going to get what they thought that they were going to get. They're not going to get out of anything. A lot of these karmics, they don't realize it's like quicksand. The more they try to get out, the deeper they sink, and they're just building up more shit for themselves. What messages do you have? We're going to go cold turkey with the Aquarian Tarot. Oh, shit. I can feel it already. Oh, shit. This is my deck, baby. The Tower. Come on. As they continue to practice pride and ego with the Strained card and narcissism as well. They're just bringing a deeper tower. Now, at this point, it's no longer just one tower. It's a double-decker quadruple tower, and it's going to start hitting and blowing up in different places. Good luck with that. What messages do you have? Let's see. What messages do you have, please? They refuse to accept defeat. A lot of these motherfuckers, like I said, they're on a suicide mission. That's why they have spells on them. There's a suicide spell on them. There's a spell for them to act a fool. There's rage and conflict spells. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they're gonna find out real soon. They're under the spell of sex. They're under the spell of entities that they picked up, sleeping with certain people. They're under the spell of entities that they try to put out towards other people. It's now on them. What messages do you have, please? Going cold turkey with the Aquarian today. You got the Five of Pentacles right here. Didn't I tell you that some of these karmics are gonna end up? This is where it's gonna end for them, in poverty. Out in the cold, losing everything. They refuse to accept defeat. And this is what they're getting right now. A lot of these karmics have already gotten this, but a lot of them that keep on going, it's already reducing. Remember, we are in the North Node is in Taurus right now. In Vedic astrology, that's the Five of Pentacles. That's the Hierophant energy too. So these karmics are in that scorpionic energy, right? Which is the South Node. It's that Death card in reverse, refusing to transform, refusing to let go, refusing to stop. It's that Seven of Cups, creating more illusions, creating drama, creating overwhelm and shit like that. It's also this Five of Cups that they're getting regret and remorse. You see what I'm talking about? So because of that, these karmics are getting the Five of Pentacles. You see how the North Nodes and the South Nodes work? We're also talking about the South Node in Sagittarius in Western astrology. That's the Nine of Wands, psychotic, paranoid, doing something over and over and over and over and over again. That's why they're getting the North Node in Gemini. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. Some of these karmics are going to start to realize, if I keep doing this, I'm going to get myself killed. Yeah, you will. If I keep on doing this, I'm going to lose something. If I keep on doing this, there's going to be a tower. They can feel it. That's what I was talking about. I can feel it in the air. I can feel it in the air. There's a tower moment coming for a lot of karmics because they play too much. Nine of Wands energy, Sagittarius energy, rushing into shit, jumping into towers. Look at how the Knight of Wands is running straight into the Five of Pentacles, though. Come on now. That's why I love this Aquarian Tarot, because it should be speaking hella volumes. What messages do you have, please? They refuse to accept defeat. Refuse to accept defeat. What is this? You got the Seven of Wands right here, trying to create blockages and obstacles, but the Five of Cups is right behind them. Some of these karmics are really stupid. You got the Tower right here. Boom. Some of these karmics are hella stupid. They think that they're going to block you and do this, and yeah, we can just do that. And I can call that spell and this and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's 4:40. It's 4:41. 1:44 on the clock, right? What's going to end up happening with a lot of these karmics, they're going to end up getting blocked from all type of like energy, meaning they're going to end up being lethargic, but the ancestors are blocking them right here too. And they're bringing this little ass stick. Look at, they're bringing all this one stick for all the ancestors that have these sticks right here. But some of these karmics, you see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wands. Some of these karmics are trying to block you from some type of victory or some type of recognition or a promotion at work or some type of vindication or some shit like that because they want to keep the fuckery going. It's not. It's done. Some of these karmics, I'm telling you, they're really fucking delusional. That you don't understand this. That's what I'm saying. You got the Five of Cups right here. Some of them are they've ruined their own lives, or they're ruining their life now, trying to play with yours. And they don't see it. They don't see shit falling around. They're not putting two and two together. I keep on playing with this person. It keeps on reversing. She keeps on backfiring. Maybe I should stop. No, let's keep on going. Let's go for another round. That's why they're getting the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. That's why they're getting the Tower. Look at all the energy out on this table. Come on now. They're trying to stop you from maybe, getting an award or something like that, or putting your music out, or your platform or something like that. They're trying to stop something because they already know who you are. And that's why they're looking game goofy right now, getting blockages. That's why the ancestors are blocking them. Didn't I tell you the ancestors are blocking them? The Most High is blocking them. It's time. You got Mars and Leo energy right now. These karmics are just working against themselves, and they're going to get the big kaboom. Nine of Swords. Boom. There you go. Some of them are having sleepless nights, anxiety. They're crying every day because they can't believe, how did I try to do this to somebody and it's only fucking up my life? Well, you fucking idiot. You try to do A, B, C, and D to somebody, it's going to come back to you. Some people are really stupid, you guys. They really do not understand. They think that they can get off the wheel of samsara. These karmics really think that they're God. They think that they can get off the cycle of death and rebirth, of karma and dharma. They can't. You can't unless you become a time lord, and then you exist completely out of time. But then you don't have a body. You don't have anything. So the only way that you can work is by trying to take over principalities or take over low vibrational people to work through them. Hitler was a time lord. Khmer Rouge was a time lord. Andrew Jackson, all these other political figures and leaders and people throughout the years that have killed many, many people, they're time lords. You have to make sacrifice. You're not no fucking time lord. So sit your ass down and take this like bitter medicine. Some of these karmics, they think they're going into, some of these karmics are going into all kinds of stuff. Lying, playing games, bringing other people to try to help them. But these people are just being used as karma. They're just absorbing the karma because it's your time. When it's your time, it's your time. Didn't I talk about these North Nodes? Look at the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. That's what they're getting this now because they're working against the astrology. That's another thing here too. They're working against the planets, and when you work against the planets, you get karma. It even says it in the Bhagavad Gita. If you know me, if you want to know me, the ultimate me, then you're going to get to know the outer planets and the higher planets. And if you understand how the planets work, it's like cogs in a machine, right? So if you're trying to go against that cog in the machine, it's like, no, I'm higher than you. I'm Saturn. So not only are you going to get karma for trying to stop me and play with me, you're going to get even more on your plate. Hey, my brother Uranus, come and get this. These karmics don't understand how time works. They don't understand how karma works. They don't understand how the celestial bodies work. There are checks and balances everywhere. That's why we have planetary alignments. That's why we have planetary shifts. That's why we have different ages and transits that go online to bring this stuff down, to create a balance, to create reprimand. I told you, a lot of these karmics, they're just doing shit that their ancestors are doing. They're psychotic. They've activated, a lot of them have been by playing in your energy field with whatever they were doing, even outside of magic. Forget the fucking magic. Whatever they were trying to do to try to defeat you or whatever the hell, they activated psychosis within themselves. So they've activated low vibrational ancestors that like that type of unstable, debilitating energy. It gets activated within their DNA codons. Then they start to act out. A lot of these karmics don't know that they're possessed. You're possessed. And it's just leading them into the tower because that ancestor doesn't understand jail. This ancestor doesn't understand karma. They don't understand a universal law. They don't understand certain transits. They don't understand divine timing. They just understand error because they're archonic in nature. You guys know what an archonic energy is? Basically, an archonic spirit is just an energy that basically is designed to create error. It feeds off of error. So it goes and creates error among individuals. And that's how it feeds. It needs a host. And then they use that host to create error. Once that host dies or gets used up, it goes to somebody else. Next. Some of these individuals, I'm telling you right now, you're going to see hella shit blow up in their face. What messages do you have? They refuse to accept defeat. You got the chariot right here. I'm telling you, somebody's going to end up dealing with the police or a car accident here. Yeah, Two of Wands. Look at Two of Wands with the Hangman. Okay, maybe we're getting somewhere here. With the Hangman, some of these motherfuckers are starting to realize maybe resistance is futile. But I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of these motherfuckers are on drugs. They're on pills. They're on powder. They're on alcohol that makes them feel brave. It's this liquid courage or powdered courage or injectionable courage. That's why they're doing the shit that they're doing, because they're hopped up on something. Because obviously they're not normal in the first place. That's why they're doing the shit that they're doing. They don't realize that their brain chemistry is off. That's why they keep on playing with themselves. That's why they're getting the tower right now. And you got the Two of Wands. Some of them are looking like, you know what? Fuck, I'm losing energy. I'm losing my health. I'm losing my reputation. Shit is blowing up in my face trying to play with this person. Maybe they're divinely protected. Maybe they fucking are. Some of these karmics, they don't want to admit that you were divinely protected. They wanted to keep on going to prove a point. They only proved the point that they're in the tower. They only proved the point they're in poverty now. They only proved the point they're in scandals, dark night of the soul, vicious gossip and fuckery blowing up. They only prove that they're now in the Five of Cups, depression. They only prove now that there's cases on their heads or whatever the fuck this is. This could be for some of your child's father that doesn't want to pay child support. He's playing games with you, going back and forth, trying to play games and all this other stuff. He's going to end up getting blocked in the court system. And he's still going to have to pay you. This can also be other people, like you're dealing with other shit outside of that, illegal stuff. They're still going to have to pay you, period. Or they're going to lose their life. Because whatever they were doing that got this case going, got cases against them or whatever going in the first place, they took it with the interest. They played with your energy with interest. So the Most High is like, this person really thinks that they're about to do A, B, C, and D. We're going to put this with interest. Some people didn't I tell you that they're going to pay with their life here. Some people are going to pay with their life. They're going to pay with their reputation. They're going to pay with something permanent. Getting put on some type of registry permanently can't make money. Getting caught up with certain charges permanently can't get in jobs in certain fields or some shit like that. Caught up permanently. That's what they're going to give up. So for some of you guys, just wait. Because the ancestors, no. We're going to take it from elsewhere then. It's going to come from somewhere though. So be careful. That's what I'm saying. Some of these karmics don't have nothing to pay with. That's why they're going to pay with their life. They're going to pay with their children's life. They're going to pay with their ability to make a livelihood. They're going to pay with their health. They're going to pay. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be using the nature versus nurture oracle deck because I feel like this is ancestral right here. Yeah. Some of these people, they're already thinking maybe I should stop, but ego. And these are also people, this can be people who even did you foul. They refuse to accept defeat. This can be people who know that they did you wrong. They refuse to say sorry or shit like that because they're sociopathic. In their mind, why should I say sorry when I did A, B, C, and D? Stupid. And that's what these people are putting themselves deeper into mental illness, trying to create excuses for their behavior. How the fuck do you go out and do A, B, C, and D knowing that it's foul and then try to create excuses for your behavior? That's why they're in the position that they're in the first place, because they've gone out before and they've done this to other people. Now they're getting caught up in this instance now. Neptune retrograde, illusions are not working. Sympathy spells are not working. Glamour is not fucking working. It's not working. Whatever they were putting out there to try to block or stop or create problems, it's not working. Some of them, by trying to play in your energy field, I told you, some of these karmics, they've lost their power completely trying to play in your energy. For those of you who get spiritually attacked. This is also two people who've lied on you. They've exhausted all their lives. And I feel like for some people, it's the boy that cried wolf. Some of these people are getting labeled, that's the female or the boy that cried wolf. Now, when they actually have something crazy that could be happening to them, no one wants to listen. No one cares. Some of these karmics are dealing with real fuckery, mob shit on their head. People plotting and planning on them, but they were lying on your name and playing games with your name. Now the energy is returned to them. They don't know what to do. No one wants to support them. No one wants to help them. No one's protecting them. That's what they get. Then I told you the answer just said you're going to pay this with interest. So this is how you're going to pay. And these people were lying and playing with your name or whatever the fuck that they were doing. Now no one has any respect for them. No one believes anything that they say. They've ruined their reputation. They've ruined whatever. Clarify the tower. Clarify the tower. You got magic. Yeah, look at somebody was trying to manifest in bubble brewing potion, but look what you got on there. The crows, the ravens. One, it represents the Sibyls, high vibrational feminine ancestors and high priestesses watching over you, blocking all this shit. Some of these karmics, they don't even know, like, damn, does she even know what bloodline this is? Like, do they know, like, what the fuck this is? This can even be your own family members because they're so arrogant and stupid. Well, we grew up in the same house. We may have the same mother or father over here. So I have the same, they don't. I remember you guys, I told you this with some of these family members, these siblings. You guys, some of them, even if you guys, let's say for instance, are twins, one of them is embodying all the low vibrational ancestors while you're getting all the gifts and they don't know why. I had a dream about a boy and a girl. They were twins, but they had different fathers. I don't know what the fuck that was about. And I feel like that's kind of what the ancestors were trying to show me, that a lot of you guys that maybe you have brothers and sisters, you guys may have the same mother, same father, but the energy is different. There's a different spiritual legacy, there's a different 12-strand DNA that you guys are manifesting here. And also too, for half siblings and things like that, it's the same exact concept. They feel like they can play games or whatever. Yeah, that we have the same. No, you don't. Some of these brothers and sisters, these half siblings or whatever, they play with you because there's witches and warlocks and demons in the other family that are attacking you, and they just refuse to accept defeat because how dare you come from the same household and I'm a clown or you're out here doing whatever the hell. You see, clarify Knight of Wands. You got the wolf teacher. Yeah, they're learning all right. And you got the moon timing, wild woman free. I'm telling you right now, divine feminine, divine masculine, you guys can rest easy. It's done. This cycle is over. The tower's already hitting. They just refuse to accept defeat. They're going to keep on lying, publishing slander, making whatever, saying whatever, doing whatever, because they're trying to stop this or slow it down. And all they're doing is deepening their karma. It's like quicksand. The more they try to fight against it, the deeper they sink. That's you at the wolf teacher right here. They're going to get taught right here by the wolf energy. They're going to get taught a very serious lesson. This is how we're going to teach this person to stop playing, because this person's a Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is, they're fleeting, flighty. They just rush into shit and they rush into towers. Clarify Seven of Wands. You got the victory. I'm telling you, look at, yeah. You got the beat victory with the death right here. I'm telling you, these karmics are refused. Didn't I tell you that there's some type of whatever? It's done. In the spiritual realm, it's already been said. But it's like, you guys remember the story of Arjuna? And when Krishna came down and was like, hey, look it. I'm going to give you the keys to the streets, but you got to kill these motherfuckers. And Arjuna was like, what? Those are my family. Those are my friends. I love these people. Why? No. And Arjuna was like, okay, here, look it. I'm going to wipe you down with the telepathic powers and I'm going to show you why. So Arjuna basically, so Krishna, real talk, just gave Arjuna the ability to see. He opened up his third eye and his crown so that he was not seeing these people for flesh value. He was seeing them for spiritual value. And Arjuna was like, oh, no. I see exactly what you're talking about. I'm ready. And Krishna was like, good. Because guess what? It's already been settled in the spiritual realm. It's already been won. It's already been done. It's already been set in stone. It's set in stone. All I need you to do is go down there and enact it in the physical realm. All you need to do is just accept the mission. That's it. All you need to do is just let me mess with you real quick. Let me just work through you. And all of a sudden, it just hella started raining and hailing. Truth right here. It's already been set in stone. It's done. I'm telling you, some of these karmics with the death card, they're going to get themselves killed playing with you, playing with your energy, trying to continue something, living a fast-ass lifestyle, not accepting defeat, continuing to do some shit. I'm also picking up on some street shit right here, too, like opposing gangs. Like the whole gang may have already been obliterated or a coven has already been obliterated, but they want to keep on going. They're going to end up either getting caught up in jail or they're going to kill the kingpin. That's what I'm picking up right here. They just refuse to accept defeat. They refuse to stop. Clarify the Chariot. You got challenged. I'm telling you, these individuals are going to get caught up. I'm telling you right now. Look at with the challenge energy right here with the two rabbits. Yeah, they're going to end up fighting a bigger principality because they don't want to stop. I'm telling you that there's an enforcer is going to come through and deal with some karmics. An enforcer, whether that be the matriarchs or patriarchs in your family, it's like your messy ass cousins. Whether it be like the supervisor or general regional director, it's going to step in, or board of directors or whatever is going to step in on somebody here. This can even be the police, but some higher force is going to step in and create opposition and blockages for these karmics, and they're going to block them from whatever the fuck they're trying to do. If you see the way that it's raining right now, this is spiritual. This is biblical. This is confirmation. It's raining on these karmics' head. Look at the Five of Cups right here. Water energy. It's raining on their head right now, but they refuse to stop. Imagine you're running, you're trying to start a fire in the fucking rain. That's what they're trying to do. Cause I set fire to the rain. These karmics are trying to start a fire in the rain, and it's not fucking working. Unless you're a master alchemist like that, and it's not. It's like these karmics, it's like imagine being submerged, Five of Cups energy, surrounded by on all sides by the fuckery that you put out now, caught up in your own astral waters, but trying to start a fire underneath water. Think about that. It's not going to happen. They're missing something, which is that air element, sense. Because in order to create fire, you need some type of element of air. They're missing that element. You see, the only air that they have out here is the Nine of Swords. All that air is trapped in their fucking head. In the dark night of the soul. Trapped in their astral waters. You see? Clarify Five of Pentacles. You got the gratitude energy right here. Ooh. And you got joy. Man, I'm telling you, some of these karmics are upset. They don't want to accept defeat because they feel like, I don't know. To them, it's like the ultimate, like, they rather die than to accept defeat, these karmics. I can't be embarrassed like that. Five of Pentacles is also disgrace. I can't accept embarrassment like that. I can't accept defeat like that. So I need to keep on going. You know, and you want to know something here right there too? These karmics put in the hand your celebration because you're going to celebrate their downfall. And they made it that way because they refused to stop. Had they stopped earlier, you would have been like, okay, good. I'm just going to go about my business. Because as divine people, we don't really sit there like, oh yeah, this person got this and this person got that. Da, la, 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 la. Like, Even when the orangutan got their channel shut down for that period of time, you weren't seeing me, oh yeah, let's celebrate. I was like, thank you, because the toxicity is done for. Like, that's what it was about, right? It's like shit like that. We don't care that fucked up shit is happening in your life. We just want you to get the fuck up out of our lives. Really. That's really what it is. And these karmics, they don't understand that because they're ego driven. They don't think like us. They don't think like us. A lot of us, we didn't even look to win anything or to be out on top. We were just looking to be left alone or to live in peace or to be vindicated, you know? And these karmics, that's why they're getting defeat, because they went in going to win. We went in already knowing that we've already won because we're divine people like Arjuna. You already won the fucking war. Just go out and deal with them. You see? The elephant here is also the ancestral mother spirit too. I'm telling you, a lot of these karmics and our ancestors are not fucking with them. They're not. The only ones that are fucking with them are the low vibrational ones that are ready to get that ass whooping and get put in the abyss once and fucking for all. That's what's happening right here. Some people are even glad too. Another thing I'm seeing here, some people are grateful to you. Grateful to you for holding it down. Grateful to you for whatever you were doing that allowed these karmics to build up the tower for themselves. People are like, thank you for going through that and knowing what to do, because now I get to share my story. Now I get the healing that I need from being vindicated through you too. A lot of people, you guys don't know that. A lot of people may be living through your story. Like, let's say for instance, like you deal with some crazy custody stuff and you go tell your story. A lot of people are gonna gain strength from that. You know, let's say for instance, you go through something, a crazy ass marriage or something like that. Your story's gonna help vindicate people. It's going to help people feel better. It's going to give them strength. Let's say, for instance, like, you know, you went through some type of gang stalking or whatever, and all the people that were playing games with you either died, went to jail, or are on the run or in permanent poverty now. You're going to tell your story, and it's going to help people who are going through your same experience. That's why you got the gratitude and the joy here. It's the ancestors like, nah. Thank you for holding it down. Thank you for waiting for divine timing. Thank you for waiting for us to put them out in the cold. Thank you for waiting for us to bring the tower. Thank you for listening to instructions on how to deal with these demons. Thank you for not checking it out. Thank you for thinking it out. Yeah, your ancestors are saying thank you for taking it out to deal with these karmics. And they're still continuing to sit here and play. They don't understand that it's already done. They refuse to accept defeat. Because they don't want to see anybody have any joy off of their downfall. You created that though. A lot of these karmics are really trifling and fucking messy, you guys. They do all kinds of shit that you deserve to fall like that. You deserve to fall off. You deserve to be in scandals. You deserve to lose your empire because you're a clown. And they were trying to do everything that they can to prevent that. But this is how God is dealing with you. Sometimes, you know, you guys remember we talked about this. Sometimes you are being used as karma. The Most High uses you as a vessel, just like Arjuna was used as a vessel to bring karma for those people, right? The Most High was using as a vessel. These karmics didn't realize that. And by working against you, this is how they got into the tower. Now they're trying to figure out, it's like these people are stupid. It's like they build up the tower and then it falls on them and they try to build up another tower and it keeps on falling back on them. They don't realize every tower that they try to build for you is going to be the tower that they get stuck in. Every bed that they try to make for you is the one that they're going to lay in. Every coffin they try to create for you is the one that they're going to be in. Every grave that they dug for you is going to be the one that they get the fuck up in and stay there. Sit your ass down and go to the underworld. Some of these karmics are going to commit suicide. You got the humor right here. Yeah, it's funny. It is hella funny because somebody's a monkey's ass, somebody's an orangutan, somebody's a whatever. Somebody's a chimp. Somebody's childish, and they're getting exposed because they overestimated themselves. Hey, there's a story called about monkey killed monkey, and it goes this: one day, monkey was swinging from the tree, and people were like, "Oh, monkey, you're so talented. Can you?" And monkey's like, "Yes, I am. Watch me swing to the next tree." And they're like, "Wow, monkey, okay. Don't do anymore, monkey. Be careful because you're going to fall." Monkey's like, no. I can swing again. Monkey swung again. And they're like, wow, monkey, please calm down. Oh, please stop. Monkey, you're going to fall. You're going to die, monkey. Monkey swung again. They never saw monkey again. It's a little Nigerian story. What does that story tell you? These karmics are overskilled in killing themselves and getting them caught up. They're monkey. They're playing kill monkey. And that's why they disappeared into the what? Into the abyss. Monkey disappeared. He kept that last swing was his last one. Some of these karmics don't know the last game that they played, the last time was the last time. They don't even know that. Some of them, because they're like, oh, well, they haven't reacted. They haven't done this. They haven't done that. So I can keep on going. They don't know that the judgment has already been sealed and signed, sealed, and delivered in the spiritual world. That's one of these karmics are stupid. They don't know it's already been signed, sealed. The Most High saw. You don't have to do anything. I saw that. I'm going to let the Most High deal with you because I already know at this point you're already heading to your coffin. Some of these karmics don't even know that. It's already been sealed. Their fate's already been sealed. Clarify 5 of Cups. You got the rest energy, yeah, because you're resilient. Look at. Imagine them being sad and remorseful and regretful because you're resilient. Look at this. Look at the bears also represent strength. The bear also represents strength. And you want to know something too? I showed you guys that bear totem that I have. Let me get this out. Bears represent strength. This was made in 1992, was actually made out of pure silver. In the Native American tradition, they call it bear medicine to strengthen your inner spirit and whatnot. You got this, you got the bear spirit over you. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why I like T Grizzly so much, because he deals with the bear totem as well too. You guys, you see him, he's named Grizzly, right? And he has bears all over. But one of the things that these karmics fail to realize is you're protected by certain animal spirits, certain nature spirits, the mineral kingdom and the plant kingdom, the ascended masters as well. And they were playing in your energy only just to make you stronger. That's why these karmics don't want to, that's why another reason why they don't want to accept defeat. Because a lot of these karmics know that you're legendary. They know who you are spiritually. And they feel like by defeating you, that's going to give them their Girl Scout badge. Because a lot of these karmics are fucking broken, you guys. They're broken. And the only way that they can build their self-esteem is off of trying to see other people in a fucked up situation or down or something like that. That's why they lie, they cheat, they steal, because they're messy. And they know who you are. They know your power. They know your strength. They know your resilience. That's why it says the Five of Cups. They regret the fact they regret playing with you because they see that you're resilient. But they're going to keep on going, even though they're dying, even though they're in depression, even though they're getting embarrassed, even though their secrets are coming out, even though all the people that have maybe even tried to help them are leaving and getting karma and shit like that. And they've ruined, some of these karmics have ruined other people's lives trying to go after you. They have lied to other people because the karma that's on them spiritually, it's like a virus. It's a virus, and other people are picking it up, and they still won't stop though because they're selfish. They have to see it out to the end. Some of these karmics don't realize that by trying to play with you, this is going to go beyond this realm. Oh yes, this is going to go beyond this realm. It's already gone beyond this realm. Some of these karmics started whole fucking wars in the spiritual realm, where they are now on the chopping block, where they are now in the middle of that war that they cannot stop and they cannot clean up and they cannot heal. They've activated too many energies, ancient energies too. Mad because you're resilient. These people think that they can be in competition. Yeah, well, I'm intuitive and I can read tarot too. So yeah, and I know I can talk, and so yeah, I'm just as good as that person. You can't compete where you can't compare. That's why you see some of these karmics, the only way that they can compete is through what? Slander, or making up lies, or talking so fucking crazy that they're spilling sewage out that is cursing other people and making other people sick. Mentally. That's the only way that they can compare, by spreading sewage and toxicity and fucking spiritual poison. That's the only way that they can compete. By telling lies, over-exaggerating stories and shit like that. That's the only way that they can compete with you. That's the only way they think that they can destroy you, by telling lies. Imagine that. Imagine thinking that you're going to defeat a divine being with lies. Then those lies reverse back onto you and you feel some type of way. Well, let's tell more lies to clean up the first. Man, these people are fucking stupid. I'm telling you guys, stupidity is more common than you think. And I was listening to I was like, am I using the word stupid too much? And I was listening to a really high-vibing reader the other day, and she said the same thing. She's like, these people are stupid. And I was like, oh no, I'm not tripping, because she's so like high. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm right thing. These people are stupid. That's what they are. They're mad. And they're stupid and they're low vibrational and they overestimate their stupidity. They overestimate their mental illness. Remember we talked about this. You have real courage. You got real heart. You have real leadership. You have real character. These karmics are just arrogant and they're reckless. There's a difference. So they think that they're strong and they think that they're this and they're hard and and I can do this and that. But you're reckless and you're mentally ill and you're arrogant. There's a whole difference. Now I want to give you guys an example of how arrogance can get you caught up. Remember I told you guys about this. I used to work retail and I had to leave this job because there was a karmic masculine who was just too fucking much. And I was going to leave before I end up getting caught up in some other fuckery. This karmic masculine told me straight up, he's like, I deserve to, I have every right to be arrogant. I can be arrogant because he had a bachelor's degree. Who doesn't have a fucking bachelor's degree? That's his whole thing. He felt like he had the right to be arrogant at the job and cause problems and be racist and whatever the fuck for that. And I was like, okay, you know what? Like, you're gonna have a problem one day. That same dude, 4 days into the job as a San Francisco police officer, that same arrogance led him to kill somebody. Now he's the first ever officer in the history of the San Francisco PD who's getting charged with murder, and they're gonna run him through the fucking dirt. You see what I'm talking about? Be careful. Some karmics, they will never accept defeat. They will never accept that there's something wrong with them. They won't accept that they're narcissists or that they're low vibing. So they play in their energy and shit like that just to keep on learning the same lesson over and over and over again. You're going to get defeated. Again, clarify Nine of Swords. What is this right here? You got the stars infinite. Boom. Exactly. Because you're dealing with high vibrational ancestors. You're dealing with something beyond. You're dealing with something that was already set in stone before you even came into this reality, you guys. Let's keep it all the way the fuck real. You want to know something that's hella funny? Like, and I told you guys I knew that I was supposed to move here and things like that. I was doing, I don't know why, I was just doing some research, and I figured, I was like, okay, I know this name, I've heard this name before. One of the people that like is here in this area, they're named after a politician. This politician was born the same year that's the address of this place that I live at. Yeah, the same exact year that this person was born is the same address of this place, right? I was like, okay, that's interesting. This person was born in Magnolia, Arkansas. I grew up on Magnolia Street. It's like little shit like that that gives you confirmation, like, no, this was a part of the divine plan. This is what I signed up for. This was the mission here in life. It was supposed to kind of go like this. It was supposed to, I'm not being defeated. It was all about divine timing. Every stone that they threw at me, I used to build up my fortress. Every sword that they try to throw at me, I sharpened it and I used it to cut their throats. Every wand that they try to throw at me with conflict or whatever, I use that to build a fortress and block their ass out, build a fiery wall around me. Every cup of depression or whatever, everything that they try to pour into my astral waters is a cup that they're now drinking filled with poison. You see, every pentacle they try to take from me is a pentacle that I gain back tenfold. Clarify two of wands. You got the lion leadership. They're already knowing. With the good luck energy, a lot of these karmics know they can't defeat you because you're dealing with a power higher than yourself. I'm telling you, a lot of these karmics are going to end up in like the permanent depression, debilitated, scandals, outcasted, on the run, can't show their face, even dead, playing with your energy because you're protected and you got good luck here. You're protected by the water spirits, the animal spirits, all of that. Clarify the hanged man. You got Orca, you got the Wild Woman Free, and you got the Orca records. Exactly. This with this energy that I'm picking up here, this is also too with the hangman. Some of these people are starting to realize that they got hella karma. Some of these people are starting to realize that, okay, wait, actually, you know what? I got hella karma for other shit that I've been doing. Maybe I should stop. Maybe you should, baby. Maybe you fucking should. Because a lot of these karmics, I'm telling you, they got bodies that they're hiding from shit that they were a part of. People that were assaulted because of them. Thefts that they've done in the past. People are even dead because of these karmics in their lives and their setup games and shit like that. All kinds of stuff is going on. People have lost jobs because of them, livelihoods or whatever, gotten sick, not received the things that they've needed. All kinds of stuff because of these karmics and the games that they play. John Joseph Jordan, wow. And because of the games that they play. And they're starting to realize my Akashic records are getting filled up. These karmics are starting to realize this with the hangman, Wild Woman Free. Let me stop because my Akashic records are getting hella filled up. Let me stop because this is actually going to impact my children negatively. Some of these karmics didn't know when they were playing with you, especially the ones that got kids that are stupid enough to play with spell work. Some of them didn't even know that they were cursing their children. They were cursing their children when they were with the shit that they were doing, you know? Now they're starting to realize it. There's no spell work that's going to stop that. The only way that is going to stop is if the magic, you die. For some of these karmics, that's the only way that it's going to stop for them. Is if the person who started all the fuckery, it goes right back to you and it changes the timeline. The only way it's going to stop is if you get out the fucking way. I'm telling you, that's why these karmics test. It's their test with the killer whale energy right here. This is their test to see how stupid they're going to continue to be, to see if how much they're willing to sacrifice, because they've already sacrificed their dignity. They've already sacrificed their respect. They've already sacrificed their spiritual gifts, their ability to manifest. Some of them they've already been sacrificed their children. What else are they going to give up? To try to play with you, try to defeat you and shit like that, and you're not defeatable. Just like Fidel Castro. How many fucking assassination attempts did they have on Uncle Fidel? Many. And did any of them ever achieve anything? No. He died an old-ass fucking man. Keep playing. They're going to get the tower. I'm telling you, the spirit of death and trauma is going to be on these karmics. With the Orca records here, they're starting to realize, you know what? I'm doing this because I have low self-esteem and I'm trying to compete. I'm doing this because this person triggers in me who I am not. So by trying to defeat them and something like that, I can feel good about myself. It's not. It's called inner work, boo, self-love, boo. Who the fuck does that? Think about this. I feel bad about myself because I've been in degrading relationships. I've been in toxic and abusive situations that I shouldn't have put myself into. I had kids by people I should not have been fucking dealing with. I gave up my ability to maybe manifest, or I didn't do anything with my life. I chased after dick. I chased after money. I chased after stealing. I lose every job that I get. So let me go and attack that person. That's going to help me feel good about myself. That's going to help me improve my, think about that. Think about that stupid ass logic and reasoning. That's what I'm telling you. Think about how they compete. The way that they try to compete with you is through slander, low vibrational means. Why don't you compete by personal development? Compete with personal development. Let's see how you do like that. Hey, you know what? Instead of doing that, let me go get a new fucking job and stun on that bitch then. Let me let me open up a new business that's actually successful, and then let me stun. And in the process of doing that and working, you're going to find that you don't need to compete at all, because you're going to realize that you are your competition. Watch. Some of these karmics, they're starting to realize this person is not my competition. My self-hate is my competition. My lack of love for myself is my competition. My codependency on other people's energy and people outside of myself and other people's opinions is my competition. Not this person that's minding their business and staying in their lane. I'm my competition. My mental illness is my competition. Healing that shit. My childhood wounds and abuse that I've never cleared up at all or even thought to look at, but I'm worried about other people. That's my competition. My chemical dependency, that's my competition. About you being so embedded in fucking addictions, sex addiction, drug addiction, shopping addiction, money, whatever the fuck addiction, and then you think somebody else that's higher than you, that most likely does not practice all those low vibrational things, you think that person is your problem. Think about that. Think about that, you guys. Real talk, think about that. Imagine that. I'm addicted to this. I cause all the problems. I have A, B, C, and D under my belt. I've done this and this and that to all these different type of people, but this person is my competition because they're minding their own business and because they decided to choose a higher path in life. I'm telling you, people are fucking confused. Hella confused. And that's okay though. They're gonna find out real soon, because that Seven of Cups is about to go reversed. And they're gonna get all the clarity they need. The illusion that they put on themselves is gonna be broken. The delusional energy is gonna be broken. And they're gonna finally realize what the fuck they got themselves into and what they're involved in, and how much is in their Akashic records, and how much debt they've accumulated, and how much karma and judgment they're about to be facing. The more they keep on going, the worse it goes. The more they keep on trying to get out of the hole that they try to dig, because they're in the hole that they try to dig for you now. The more they try to get out of it, the deeper it gets. That's it. What messages do you have, please? They were digging holes for you. Didn't know they were digging up in quicksand. Digging up us. You got to go and dig those holes. But you want to know the funny thing is, if you remember the movie Holes, how many holes were all around that Camp Green Lake? Look at how all those holes, it was futile. Their efforts were futile until what? The chosen one came. And the chosen one was able to dig the single hole that found what they were looking for all these years. And did they get it? No. Think about that. Some of these karmics are competing and they're doing all this different stuff, not knowing that you're not even equipped. Your bloodline itself is not even fucking equipped. What messages do you have, please? Your resistance is futile. They refuse to accept defeat. They refuse to stop. They refuse to accept defeat. It says the Lunar Queen. It says proper burial for freedom. Scales of balance. Ooh, proper burial. I'm telling you, somebody's going to end up dying here playing a game. But for some of them, that's what they want, to be taken out their misery. The ancestors they're not going to take you out their misery. They're going to make sure you die slow, painful. Every sword that you threw out, you're going to experience that sword tenfold. Look at this. Proper burial for freedom. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to that which no longer serves us. Osiris, Lord of the dead, guides you now to release that which no longer needs to be a part of your life so that you may be free. Look at this energy. Anubis energy is here for a lot of these karmics, whatever game that they've been playing too. Like I'm saying, it's already been called in the spiritual realm. Whether them going to the abyss, that's done. Them getting put in Dante's Inferno, whatever level of hell, that's already done. Them getting up hella lifetimes that they're going to be cognizant of because of the energy that we're going to be in, where they're going to be in some fucked up ass situation, that's already set in stone. Osiris, Lord of the dead, guides you now. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost. Didn't I tell you that these karmics have lost everything? They lost everything trying to play in your energy. They lost everything trying to play with your name. They lost everything because they refused to stay in their lane. It says the Lunar Queen. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles and rest and replenishment as essential to balance our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. You guys are in a whole new cycle, you guys, with this full moon too. The lunar queen. Yeah. You see the full moon behind her head? And it says here, there's a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment. Didn't we talk about the cycles of the moon, the waxing and the waning, as well as the cycle, the flow of your cycle, your menstrual cycle, the ovulation and things like that? It's the same. It's consecrated to the cycles of the moon. These karmics don't even realize that it's done. It's done. They're stuck in a certain cycle of the moon. It's done now. It's stuck. And if it's up, then it's stuck. The wheel has turned. You're on top. It doesn't matter. These karmics are not stopping anything. All that's happening right now, remember, it's also divine timing, you guys. So where you think that they're causing delays, they're not causing delays. They're only bringing up more karma. They're only filling up more karma. Some of these karmics, the ancestors really want them to hit the tilt, if that makes some sense. They want them to keep on going until they hit the tilt. And that's blocking them off and putting them in spiritual jail before they get into the final judgment. They're blocked from using any type of natural remedies. They're blocked from the crystal kingdom. They're blocked from the plant kingdom. They're blocked from everything. They can't clear anything. Some of these karmics, they can't even think straight. They can't even talk straight. Their gifts are gone and shit like that. Because this is how the ancestors are having me. You think that you're going to keep this while you continue to do this to this person who's clearly higher than you? You must be stupid. And that's what they're getting right now. The lunar queen, this full moon is here bringing shit and illuminating stuff for a lot of these karmas. There's a lot of them too that are trying to keep masculine stuck. They refuse to accept a breakup. They refuse to accept moving out. They refuse to accept defeat. The Most High is going to put them in a situation where they're so fucked up, they're going to be sleeping in their car or couch surfing with friends or something like that, because something's going to get revealed where these masculines just put them out overnight. Get out. Or he's going to pack their shit for them. Get the fuck out. You got the scales of balance right here. Ma'at energy. Didn't I tell you this? For those of you dealing with court, some of these people really think that they're going to play and do this and do that. They're going to end up in a situation where they end up having to pay you more in the long run. Where I'm telling you, they took it in whatever they were doing with their energy or whatever game that they were playing that got them caught up in the system. They played that game with interest, though. So this can be some of your baby daddies. They're gonna get everything repoed. They're gonna get liens placed on their property, or they're gonna get their wages garnished and shit like that. Karmics that were maybe stealing from you. This can be family, all that type of stuff. They're gonna see jail time. They're gonna see that money leave their pocket tenfold, right? So imagine they stole $100 from you. It's gonna leave their pocket tenfold. That's $1,000. Imagine it's $25,000. It's gonna leave their pocket tenfold, 2,500, and that's when they're gonna realize the checks and balances in the spiritual realm. You play one game, you're taking this shit with interest. Anytime you play any low vibrational game, anytime you play with anybody, just know that it's with interest. Your karma is going to be doubled and tripled, especially when this person did nothing to you, they're higher than you, etc. Especially when you got karma in your field. Didn't I tell you that some of these karmics are now starting to think, I got hella bullshit in my Cashapp records and all I'm doing is amplifying it. Some of these hosts that it was their job to defeat you when they got murders that they've been a part of, thefts that they've been a part of, entities in their entity attachments, and karma for all the sexual shit that they did, karma for trapping people with babies and shit like that. But they thought that think about that, bro. Really think about that. These people are really fucking confused, bro. I'm telling you, these people are really confused. But don't worry, they're gonna learn real quick. It says here, balancing give and take, directing and flowing, play and solitude are ways to heal the relationship between the inner masculine and feminine energies. Connection with the body is the most powerful form of healing for the feminine energy, as it holds the secret to divine feminine wisdom. So dance, sing, and play. Balance is here. Justice is here, you guys. That's why it says dance, sing, and play, because the battle's already over. That's why I want you guys to shift your perspective, because they're also trying to change your mind and play with mental magic and shit like that. It's already done. Shift your perspective. It's already been nipped in the bud. The cycle's already complete. The world's card energy, it's already done. It's just karma trying to keep a cycle going that doesn't need to continue going. It's done. All they're doing, like I said, the ancestors are just using the situation to get them to hit the tilt. And you guys know what that tilt is. And that tilt, once you pass over, you're permanently in your lower self. Remember, we talked about this, and this is what these karmics need. A lot of them are already in their lowest self. They have no higher self or none of that shit. But this is how the ancestors are going to deal with them. Good. So now we have a reason to remove them from the planet in a violent way. Now we have an excuse to put them in jail for the rest of their life. Now we have an excuse. Now we have something on them. They had to build up the karmic debt, you guys. The scales have already tipped so low. You see the ancestors just looking like, let this shit keep on tipping. You know, it's like when you're trying to get the perfect tip on the scale, so you have to add one little piece here, little piece there, or throws it completely off. It's like using those old school scales when you try to balance it out and you have to keep on tipping and tapping and doing this and this and that. That's what the ancestors are doing right now. No, just wait. We're waiting for them to tip these scales so that we can fully come through with Anubis energy and deal with them. If some of these karmics don't even know that by playing with you, you gave them full dominion. They gave you full dominion over their energy fields. Remember that from the game that they were trying to play, whatever they're trying to do, because what they're basically telling the universe is, I want to be this person's master and controller. And the universe is like, oh, really? You want to take my job? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to give this person the whip and the chain and the leash and the harness. So now you're going to know what it feels like. I'm telling you, to my feminine, take it easy. But you guys don't even know that you have full dominion over a lot of these karmics. You have no idea. Serpent of fire. It says here, do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful than you have ever been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of. Yeah, and some of these karmics are learning what you're capable of. Some of them never thought that you can take them out. Some of them never thought you were going to do this or you're going to do that, and you show them and they ask. You showed straight the fuck out. Sometimes people judge a book by its cover, which is another channel message that I have for you guys. They judge the book by its cover, not knowing that you were the serpent of fire underneath all that shit. Come play with me if you want to. See what you're about to come get. Some of these karmics, like I said, they thought that they were big and bad because they can do this and they do that and they lie and they cheat and they walk around heartless or mentally unstable. They think that that's a superpower, walking around heartless. They think it's a superpower, but it's a mental illness. And they thought that they were going to test you. Oh, they're weak. They have a good heart. They're innocent. They're not going to do anything. Little do they know that they're playing with the serpent of fire the whole fucking time. Come step into my energy field, bitch. Now I got you. Now I'm about to wrap around that whole ass. I'm going to etherize you. Watch this. Watch. In the days, months, and weeks to come, you guys are going to start to figure out. The answers are going to show you. This is how you need to deal with this person. No, you have full dominion. Call the practitioner. Call them. Call your brother or sister. Go whoop that person's ass. Call them. Get them caught up with the justice system. Do it. Expose them. Do it. You have full dominion now over a lot of these karmics, and they can't stand it. And you're gonna have, for a lot of these karmics, they put themselves in a situation for you to have the final say over their livelihood. Watch. Some of them can't believe it. Some of them can't even believe it. How did this happen? You played. You played, you paid, period. You pay with your Cashapp records, you pay with your livelihood, you pay with your life, period. You pay with your energy field, period. All right, you guys, have a good day. I'll see you guys later tonight for the energy clearing on Patreon. We're going to start at 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m., okay? So that's 30 Eastern Standard Time. I know you're like, why is it so early? But I'm in a different time zone, you guys, and we get sleepier over here. Bye.